I'm an expert in my own experiences, and I'm also a student in my own experiences and just in life itself. So I want to speak on those things and grow through that first before I try to speak for someone else. With my art page, currently I'm just trying to get better at becoming more frequent and then connecting with my audiences. While I'm doing that, just in general, I'm trying to focus on trying to be more authentic, because for the longest time I just wasn't allowed to be authentic for certain reasons, such as like just trying to stay safe, or just trying to like be good in the eyes of like the authority and like in the people around me. Now I have that chance to finally like express who I am and to share my story. Here's the work in progress painting. One day I was feeling really dysphoric, and they actually had a painting session downstairs in Damon. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hijack that. So I hopped on that, and then I mistakenly added a coat of temper afterwards. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that when I, actually have paints. A lot of the art that I actually do make spontaneously is, as much as I like to be deliberate with art, it's also like to help me de-stress, or if I'm worried, just to get it out in a more healthy way. I'm definitely like an achiever, or at least I try to please people when I can, because it's just always been important to me to like try to make my family happy, or to try to make other people happy. And in doing so, I've kind of done harm to myself in terms of like making art and expressing who I am for the betterment of myself and maybe other people who would be able to relate to me. Something I'm trying to work on, actually, just being more authentic about who I am through the art I make. I'm definitely trying to delve into and explore my queerness. I actually was closeted until 2 days before college, when I finally told my mom and my dad at separate times that I was pan. I actually have never really told them about my non-binariness. They just saw that through my social media. But I told them I was pan, and the reason why I wanted them to know that I was LGBT before entering college was that I was afraid that they would think that college would make me gay for some reason, or that like the different environment would cause me to believe a certain thing, instead that was actually something that I've always known to be true. As long as I could remember, I've always been creating. Like even when I was little, I'd like make little storybooks where it's just like a pop-up book. During elementary school and during junior high, my art teacher actually asked me to be a substitute for someone else in art competition, and from then on, for like 7 more years, I've just always been like, I was like doing art constantly. Because my school was also a predominantly white institution, and there's not necessarily anything wrong with that, but I just also felt like there wasn't a lot of resources that could help me explore other identities, such as being Asian American or such as being a first-gen student. My queerness was definitely something that I was not able to explore. Just trying to see like how followers sort of like react to certain things I post. But as the year goes on, and like my more general goals are to become more I don't necessarily want to say social justice based, but just more on my narrative as, I don't know, an Asian American, as a first gen student, as a queer person, as a non-binary person, as someone who's currently interested in pre-med, like just exploring those different identities. Depending on like my stage in life and what I want to portray, there's a lot that feels like a lot of things feel like they clash, like I don't have like a specific style. Like if you were to make a mood board of like all my pieces of art, or all my pieces that I'm proud of, they would probably look very different. And it's not like I do it on purpose per se. Like I do enjoy experimenting, but like sometimes I feel like I can like stick to one style. But then I made those vision boards, and I was like, whoa, that's my personal aesthetic. And I also enjoy making mixed media pieces. Like I miss making pieces that are multi-dimensional. Like if you see that weird swirl thing on to your right, it's supposed to be like a life map on our lives. And so in the middle is the beginning of my life, and then as you go out to the different colors, it's like different stages. And then the end, or the tail so far, is the orange part where I was like, I'm starting a new chapter in college. On the bottom does not exist. But hey, I tried, and I'll just drop it on there. I mean, I still need to erase the pencil markings and add my sig, but that's my practice on flowers.
So easy, then it's ironic as they say I still got it as a pale